please rise. Carly Gibbs, salutatorian, will visit the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Carly. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Josh Davis, high school principal. Welcome to the 63rd annual Vantage High School Commencement Ceremony. On behalf of the faculty, staff, administration, school board, thank you to the families for raising quality young men and women who see Pacific for us today. At this time, I would like to introduce our dignitaries. Please stand and introduce me. Senior class sponsor, Mrs. Jamie Study. School board president, Mr. Travis Baker. School board vice president, Mr. Rich Kwan. School board member, Mr. Jeff Graves. Superintendent of schools, Mr. Tom Parker. And commencement speaker, Mr. Jesse Gator. And now, once again, our master of ceremonies for today's ceremony will be salutatorian Carly Gibbs.
Welcome to the graduation ceremony for Vantage High School. At this time, I welcome the first of our valedictorians to speak to our graduating class. Ladies and gentlemen, our first speaker, Isabel Bolin. I would like to begin by thanking those in attendance today. Friends, family, faculty, and of course, my fellow graduates. It is an honor to be a part of those standing in rows today, not only as a graduate, but also as a class of 2024 valedictorian. I don't plan on taking too much of the time set aside for this momentous occasion, but I do hope some will find inspiration in what I have to say. I wish I could say that it felt like only yesterday when our class became 8 freshmen in a sea of upperclassmen, but it has felt like a lifetime of ups and downs since then. It is hard to talk about the adversity that the class of 2024 has faced without beginning with our 8th grade year. As the year started, the only thing that seemed abnormal was that we had a math teacher every year. That was until a global pandemic rocked the world and robbed our class of the final 2 months before making our journey to high school. While 2 months may seem like a minor blip in the grand scheme of things, it was pivotal for us as Civil War Days was missed and the long-awaited Washington D.C. trip was canceled. 5 months out of school seemed like missing years when we finally returned to school as freshmen. Our faces were covered in masks and desks separated as far as the tiny classrooms we can actually handle. Sophomore year brought its own set of challenges. Trying to find a new normal for high school with extracurricular activities starting up and reflecting the way they used to be and teachers who finally had a focus. It wasn't until our junior year that I felt we were finally living in high school experience, as sunsets at homecoming football games and prom with our best friends. Then, senior year came with a healthy dose of senioritis, from rigorous college courses, academic burnout, and the weight of our futures looming with new types of uncertainty. Mixed in was the feeling that high school couldn't be over yet because it had just begun. Yet, we are now leaving with the knowledge of 4 years of triumphs and losses. I commend the class of 2024 for its graceful handling of life events as impactful as hybrid learning during a global pandemic and senior picnics being canceled due to storms. This is surely a sign that the class of 2024 is strong enough for anything life throws at us, whether it be in college, going into the workforce, or seeking training for other professions. I also believe that our experiences have allowed us to seek new adventures in earnest while also remembering and valuing our past as it changes to something new. I know the class of 2024 will embrace our future paths, however they may widen from the forest of success, failure, adversity, and change. I will leave everyone with a quote from Gandhi. Strength does not come from winning. Your struggles develop your strengths. When you go through hardships and decide not to surrender, that is strength. As your student body president and class of 2024 valedictorian, I can wholeheartedly say that we will not surrender. Thank you. Our next speaker is Caitlin Gregorich. graduates, family, and friends. I want to start off with thanking everyone for coming out to celebrate the class of 2024. 4,660 days. That is how long it's been since we first sat in our kindergarten classrooms learning the ABCs, colors, and addition. Little did we know that the seniors we looked up to would soon be us. Today, we stand on the edge of a new beginning. It's a moment filled with excitement, nostalgia, and a touch of arm's infancy. As we look back on our time here, we see friendships, challenges, and moments of growth that have shaped us into the individuals we are today. I want to take a moment and say how proud I am of everyone sitting here today. We have worked relentlessly and overcame many obstacles to reach this milestone. Today, we celebrate not only our academic achievements, but also our resilience, perseverance, and determination to succeed. As we embark on the next chapter of our lives, let us carry with us the lessons we have learned here. Let us remember the late nights, early mornings, school dances, sporting events, teachers who have guided us from the very start, friendships, and all the memories that will stick with us forever. But as we look forward, let us also remember to be grateful. Grateful for the opportunities we have been given, grateful for the support of our loved ones, and grateful for the chance to be sitting here today, moving on to a new chapter in our lives. As we step out into the world, let's do so with courage. So count to 10 and take it in, because our time here has come to an end. With that being said, I want to give one final congratulations to the class of 2024. Please welcome Reese Taylor.
Out of here. I'd like to start off by saying thank you to my friends, family, coaches, and supportive girlfriend for helping me become the person I am today. But most importantly, I'd like to thank my brother Ethan. Growing up, Ethan and I were always on best terms. I remember times when he would lock me out of the house or accidentally shoot me with an airsoft gun, which I said down on purpose. But there weren't always bad moments. We would spend many days together making up stories, playing with our Legos, playing with our Pokemon cards, or even waking up early just to play Minecraft with each other. All of which are memories that I'm forever thankful for. I looked up to Ethan when I was younger. He always seemed bigger and cooler. He would seem, he's definitely not anymore. But I overall saw him as a role model. He was the reason I taught myself how to do a backflip on my trampoline. And he may not realize it, but he was the reason I decided to take my academics so seriously. He was always one of the smartest kids in his class, and I wanted to be just like him. And here I am today as one of 5 valedictorians graduating with a 4.0 GPA. I just want to take the time I have today to thank him for always being there for me and helping me throughout my life. I recall countless times where I would just go into his room to talk to him, and we'd always end up laughing and having a good time, talking for hours about pointless topics that would lead nowhere important. There were also times in my life where I felt alone and never told anybody, but I knew I could go to my brother, and he helped me through a lot more than he knows. It doesn't get enough credit for it. Having a person like this in my life made me realize how important someone can be to you, and how little it takes to make a difference. And this helped me develop into who I am today, and how I can make this difference in someone else's life. I want to take this moment again to thank you to Ethan for being a great brother and friend throughout my life, as well as leave everyone here with a message to be the person you wish you had.
I would like to start by expressing my gratitude to all the staff, my peers, and my family. I am where I am and who I am because of you. Now to begin. When I was asked if I wanted to speak, I knew I wanted to, but I couldn't figure out what to say. I mean, what do you say to the people you just spent 12 years with? We were with each other when we learned the multiplication table, how to count to 100, and through all the friendly drama throughout the years. When my peers asked me if I was speaking, I always replied yes, still having nothing thought out. But they all had one stipulation, making sure. By now, you have heard everyone talk about the past and our years together, so let's look to the future. I'll start by answering a question that's very important to everyone here today. Am I wearing my good shoes? Yes. I wear these today to show the importance of going forward. This chapter of our lives has been unforgettable, but now it is time for us to start a new one. No matter what your path is, I know you will all be successful because you are sitting in front of me right now. You have managed to overcome so much. Our transition to high school with COVID and hybrid. We managed to stay connected and move forward. And If we can accomplish what we did during the pandemic, we can definitely survive whatever life has to offer. Thank you, class of 2024. Go change the world.
And our final student speaker is Jeremy Worsman.
Like all my peers before me, I would like to start by thanking all family, friends, and staff for being here today to share this moment. After 12 long years of schooling, for us anyways, this moment is a grand finale, the culmination of all our hard work and dedication. I personally couldn't be more thankful to all the people that supported me throughout my journey, and I'm sure each of my peers feel this way as well. Although I know this is an anticlimactic ending to our valedictorian stages, I've never been much of a speaker. So thank you all once again for being here, and thank you to Main Community School District for raising each one of us throughout our educational journey.
Now I will ask the senior chorus members to join the group on stage as Miss Jen directs the choir to perform For the Beauty of the Earth. 2024 commencement speaker has been selected by our senior class to share a few words with us today. Mr. Gable is a government and econ teacher and is routinely mentioned as one of the students' favorite faculty members each year. Please welcome our very own Mr. Jesse Gable.
All right. Well, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome, families, faculty, and obviously graduates. I appreciate you having me here today and allowing me to speak to you one last time. It's an honor, so thank you. Before I get started, I just want to take a minute and recognize Mr. Parker, who's sitting up here for the last time. He's been our superintendent for more than 2 decades. He's retiring after the school year, and I just want to thank him for his hard work and dedication to the district. All right, well, here we are. I think, or hope anyway, that we can say you're the only group of students who started out your high school career the way you did, as many of you have already brought up. You spent your summer break wondering if you could even go to school your freshman year. Then, we started it. We went for a few days a week, and that first year was a little odd. I know it was weird for me and the rest of us teachers and staff, but I can only imagine it didn't go down exactly the way we thought it would. But by the spring of 2021, things started to look and feel a little bit more normal, at least here in Iowa. You got through that incredibly strange time in history. You persevered. You got through all 4 years of high school, so congratulations to all of you. I'm sure that not many people can appreciate what you went through as students during that time. So just think someday your kids will be in school and we'll talk about this crazy time with their history classes and probably being taught by cyborgs and Google AI. So, but again, well done. So I've given this speech on 2 previous occasions. The first time was 7 years ago, and I was pretty nervous, although I can say standing here right now again, it doesn't get much easier. I thought, how do I possibly give enough advice or good advice to you guys, kind of send you out there in the real world one last time. But then I considered that the only thing I really remembered from my own commencement address was the guy said, "Don't do drugs," about 30 times. So after a couple stumbles and things like that, I got through it, and it's all right. And then the next time I spoke was in the early summer of 2020, and as you brought up, some of the ones that brought up, that was kind of a piece of cake for me. The world was shut down, the streets were on fire, people were protesting everywhere, so I thought probably nobody cares what I'm going to say anyway, so just get through it. So this time, a little bit more experience, so I think we'll just talk a little bit. It should be pretty short, like you, Emily. Everybody was telling me to keep it short and sweet as well, so I think it'll be pretty short. So I thought we would just kind of peel back that onion one more time, talk about some things. So first, I will just say that being a 4th grade teacher in this district for 11 years and then being here for 7 years now, I've got to know the vast majority of you since you were little children. We had good times in 4th grade, and even if I didn't have you, I knew who you were. And then having you off and on throughout these high school years, and especially having pretty much all of you this year, it's been pretty special for me. Next year's seniors will be the last group that I have that were 4th graders when I was there, and so I'm going to have to, I think my 4th grade stories and reminiscences, which is a real word by the way, I looked that up, they're probably not going to play real well after next year, so it's been fun. So through the years, especially this year, I feel like we've had some really good talks in class about government and economics, obviously, but also just about life in general. So I'm just going to hit on a couple things that, in many cases, we probably already talked about, but I think are appropriate on the today. So I want to go back and talk first about the graduation I spoke at 7 years ago. You all would have been just finishing 6th grade, I believe. There was a student in that senior class sitting where you are today that I built a pretty good relationship with. He was a young man of pretty modest means, didn't have the easiest background growing up. He dealt with a lot of things in his life, but he was really just like me to you guys. He was kind of a jokester, we had a lot of fun together. I remember after graduation day, we talked about what he was planning on doing, and he said he was going to go out to Drake in Des Moines, and I wished him luck, and told him to stay in touch, and we did. He'd come back, and we'd grab pizza off and on, and just talk about life. I'd say, keep plugging away, you're doing great. And enjoyed year after year after year. And a couple weeks ago, he graduated from Drake with his doctorate. So my point to tell you that story is that I've said to many of you, really since fourth grade even, that you really can do anything that you want to do in life. If you simply just do what it takes to accomplish what it is you want. You know, think about what this young man did. He started college when we were all starting seventh grade. You know, and now obviously different circumstances, but you graduate at the same time. There's been a lot that's happened in the last 6 years. You know, many people could have just given up. You know, you could say life happens, or you know, I had a lot of things going on. But he was not overly spectacular. He was just a hardworking young man, came from modest means. He had some ups and downs, but he was driven and incredibly dedicated to his goals. And he accomplished what he set out to do in a very difficult scientific field. You know, he did the work that it took to accomplish his goals. So I would just say that, I know we've talked about that a lot. I would just stress that again to you. I got a hold of him a week before he graduated. He told him how proud of him I was, and I was incredibly proud of him. I am. I'm proud of every former student who accomplishes what they set out to do. And I can promise you that every teacher, administrator, coach, custodian, lunch lady, secretary that you ever had is proud and happy for every former student's successes, no matter how large or small. So, if you want something in life, do the work that it takes to get there. Hard work is hard. That's why it's called hard work. So, but fight through the hard times so you can reap rewards and appreciate the good times. There goes Logan. You know. So I have just a few more things here for you. These are just honestly things that pop in my mind, things that I feel like we've talked about before. The first thing I would say to you is just build good relationships in life. When everything is said and done, the relationships that you build with other people will be the most rewarding thing in your life. Don't worry about fake social media friends or trying to be everybody's friend. Just be friendly with all people and build on those relationships with the people that mean the most to you. I'd say that the most rewarding part of my career that I've chosen is I get to have so many good relationships with so many people, other teachers and staff, obviously, but most importantly, the relationships that I feel like we have. It's been great. Secondly, don't be anybody's victim. We live in a world anymore where people rely on people being victims. When you allow it to happen, you lose all of your power, and you give it to people who say that they just want to help you. You can help yourself. You're strong, and you can make things happen. My former student who just graduated from Drake never succumbed to being anyone's victim when he had the opportunity to do so. He persevered, solved his own problems, worked hard, and stayed the course. So you have every opportunity to do the exact same thing. And lastly, just be nice. I think this is a reference to a movie that everybody that's at least 40 can probably relate to, the cinematic masterpiece Roadhouse. Patrick Swayze's character Dalton said it best when he was talking to his staff at the Double Juice. He told everybody to be nice. No matter what happens, just be nice. So I think that's pretty solid advice we can all live by. Alright, so that's about it. Pretty short and sweet. Thank you guys very much for giving me the opportunity to be here one last time with you. I do sincerely appreciate it. I'm going to miss all of you. You've accomplished a major goal in your life by being in this position today. And I'm very proud of all of you. Thank you for many great memories through the years. I know you did great things, and everyone here looks forward to hearing about all that you've accomplished in the future. So congratulations and go get them. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gable. At this time, under the direction of Mary Bargo, the high school band performed Nathan Hale Trilogy. Thank you, Ms. Vargo and the high school band. We have a few honors to announce here. First thing we're talking about is National Honor Society. National Honor Society recognizes the developing characteristics of scholarship, citizenship, service, and leadership of young adults. Our faculty advisors at Community Chapter are Mr. Chris Plant and Mr. Jesse Gable. Will the following NHS members please rise and read the name? Kennedy Bigwood. President Isabel Bolton. Elise Davidson. Mason Ritza. Charlie Earps. Amy Grant. Isabella Peters. Vice President Emily Davis Foden. At this time, we're going to recognize those students who excelled in academics and had a GPA of 3.5 or better throughout their time here. Kennedy Bigwood. Brielle Cousins. Elise Davison. Mason Ritza. Caitlin John. Amy Grant. Riley Grimes. Sylvia Hartung. Isabella Peters. Leslie Petty. And Josh Worsama. Class of 2024 student secretarian, GPA of 3.95, Carly Earps. Our valedictorians, the GPA of 4.0, Isabel Bolton. Victor Yovich. Reese Taylor. Emily Van Sloten. And Jerry Worsley. At this time, Mr. Parker, Mr. Baker, Mr. Vaughn, and Mr. Graves, it's my privilege to present to you the Greenwich High School class of 2024. It is also my responsibility and duty to tell you that all of these students who are receiving their diplomas today have met the graduation requirements stipulated by the Comanche Community Schools Board of Education. I recommend that these students be conferred with the diploma of Comanche High School as a certificate of their achievement. Now, will the back row please rise and come forward as class sponsor Jamie Study reads your name.
Ciencia Babcock. Isabel Maria Bailey. Natalie Elise Nicole Barnes. Ashton Nicholas Beal. Isabel Evelyn Marie Beal. Brianne Danae Beswick. Kennedy K. Bigwood. Isabel Lena Bolton. Veronica Rayanne Faustman. Braden Lee Brown. Bryce Lee Buckley. McKenna Jean Birkin. Emma Elizabeth Campy. Chloe Marie Carr. Danielle Grimes. Trey Tosin. David Alexander Hendricks. Selena Faith Herman. Demarion Lee Griebel. Emily Marie Hudson. Hayden Alexander Hughes. Michaela Marie Hughes. Caitlin Lillian Lynn John. Riley Marie Johnson. Justin Alvin Jorgensen. Kaylin Cynthia Kelly. Kennedy Isabella Cooey. Avion Lamb. Gunnar Lambie. Ireland Mackenzie Little. Jessica Jen Marquez. Isabella Bryn Peters. Alessia Kelly. Ethan Ralston. Mark Anthony Sanders. Brody James Schlopa. Kelly Lee Seibel. Tristan Theodore Smith. Christian Robert Stearns. Reese Allen Taylor. Emily Jean Van Sloten. Jeremy William Wurzma. Joshua Wayne Wurzma. Jared Lee Weissman. Brenna Marie Wolf.
The draft of 2024, please rise.
Join me in the tradition of moving moving our tassels from right to left as a symbol of your graduation to Manch High School.
Moving back to the faculty stand. Administration School Board. Remember the job well done. Congratulations, class of 2024. Go Storm. Tyler, I've been getting it. Lock his switch up. We're working on it. We're not going to get him. It's like in Queensland and all the units. I've seen that for you.
Everybody else in it.
It was up here to the speaker. I don't know why it's like that.
Is there a speaker up there?
Yeah. Something. There.
It's powered on.
It's got white in it. Well, you know what? Maybe not because just for maybe to it didn't turn on.
Oh, she made it. got, guys?